My grandmother died from it. My Uncle Roger died from it. My daddy's going through it. So I'm only human, so.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. We're gonna get through this. That's tough because
Floyd Mayweather recently shared some disturbing footage on his Instagram story, showing messages, letters, and other items related to death threats he's received. These threats seem to be connected to financial trouble he's facing, particularly with jewelry stores he owes money to. One of these stores is reportedly owned by a mob boss with a criminal background, and it's operating under a legitimate company. On top of that, one of Mayweather's businesses isn't even based in the US. If these threats are coming from the people he owes, it looks like the only option he might have is to pay off his debt.
You've spoken about the mother of your children who also passed. For you, who does have so many people depending on him, has also had a ton of success as well. How do those losses of people you love?
As Floyd Mayweather's debt continued to grow, things took a more dangerous turn. The person behind the threats began to make their presence known, sending death threats and even carrying out subtle attacks on Floyd's Las Vegas home. Different areas of his house showed signs of danger, enough to shake even the tough boxer. Realizing the severity of the situation, Floyd quickly moved his family to a safer location. As suspicion fell on a member of his own security team, it became clear that these weren't the kind of threats you could dismiss, even with the top-tier security Floyd has always relied on.
But over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go. That's all I ever did.
yeah.
These events forced Floyd to reflect on whether he might be the cause of the situation, and he felt it was important to speak out and set things right. However, strange clues led him to suspect that the person behind the threats might be someone from within his own circle. Feeling that the situation was too serious to handle alone, Floyd turned to the public for help. On his Instagram stories, he added several messages to the footage, including one where he called for assistance, saying, "Crazy things happen when your success becomes poison to some people." In another post, he made it clear just how dire things had become, writing, "It's not a joke anymore. My life and my family are really in danger right now."
Well, my thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great.
If Floyd had known how things would play out, he might have thought twice before sharing those posts on social media. One of the posts that made it to his page ended up attracting a lot of ridicule. Some people accused him of just seeking attention, while others argued that his flashy lifestyle was the reason he was getting these threats and that he should face the consequences of his actions. One of the comments read, "Haha, death threats? You're just mad because your ego can't handle being retired. Fans know you're all talk and no action. Maybe instead of complaining about fake threats, you should focus on finding another exhibition match to put food on your table."
John Gotti's the third sister, Nicolette. Now, she was wrong for this. She threatened Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s daughter on IG, I believe. I saw it on Twitter.
One fan, who seemed to think Mayweather's lifestyle had rubbed people the wrong way, took to the comments and said, "Oh, the biggest bully is getting bullied online. Someone send help. You're the richest boxer in the world, for crying out loud, get a grip, Floyd. This is just a publicity stunt to stay relevant." Another commenter, who appeared to be someone with experience advising Mayweather, suggested, "If you're really getting death threats, maybe it's time to tone down the trash talk and noise on social media. Just saying, you've been known to rub people the wrong way with your comments and boasts. Maybe it's time to step back and think about your legacy, or maybe just hire a better social media team to handle your online presence."
You can read what she's talking about right here. Nicolette says she's coming for Floyd's daughter in 2 or 3 years. I'm thinking that maybe she'll train for 2 or 3 years and maybe She's hoping to get a fight with Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s daughter. Floyd Mayweather Jr.
While some of Floyd Mayweather's legal issues, like his tax evasion cases, involve the government, many of his other troubles are with individuals and companies. This opens up the possibility that the threats he's facing could be coming from places he owes money, like jewelry stores he failed to pay or real estate investment companies he allegedly tricked with fake documents. It's tough to pinpoint exactly who is behind the attacks, but CNN reported that 2 major companies Mayweather owes money to could be linked to these threats. On top of that, Mayweather has previously received death threats from the family of notorious mobster John Gotti. While it seems that their past issues were resolved after their last fight, it's still unclear if those threats could be a factor in the current situation.
He's not a boxer, and I don't think his daughter's getting in the ring anytime soon. His daughter's not getting in no ring for what? It's Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s daughter. She don't gotta fight anyone. But Nicolette Gotti, she revealed herself. We know who she is, right?
According to CNN reports, Floyd Mayweather owes millions to a company called Zenea Media Concept after failing to fulfill a contract he signed about 8 years ago. The downside to his lavish lifestyle has been the constant legal and financial troubles that follow him. In fact, a US court confirmed that Mayweather is required to pay $2.4 million in damages to Zenea Media Concept Limited, a Nigerian company, for breaching their contract. The company's media executive, Alex Noano, explained that Zenea Media entered into an agreement with Mayweather in June 2017, where he was supposed to make several appearances in Africa, including one in Nigeria, but he failed to follow through.
Where it's diamonds. Today, no diamonds today.
That's the Richard Mille.
Very humble. No, I like to call this people pronounce them different ways. Rashad Mills is what my jeweler told me, so
That's exactly how you say it, Rashad.
Rashad Mille.
so and of course this is a watch connoisseur, so he would know.
I'm wearing a black sub, and we've got one right here.
You know what, today I'm gonna go black sub.
Is that which one do you prefer? Is that the one you
But
prefer?
today I'm gonna go black sub.
Black sub. You guys gonna have matching watch?
However, Mayweather decided to terminate the agreement on his own and refused to refund the advance payment made by Zenea Media. According to Nuno, a representative of the company, Mayweather's legal team suggested that the boxer might avoid paying back the money because Zenea Media wasn't based in the US. This move only added to the complications surrounding his financial troubles and the ongoing legal battles.
Sticking more together, pushing each other to be great instead of arguing on social media. That's just my opinion. And push each other in a positive way. And I found myself in the past, the younger Floyd Mayweather.
After several failed attempts to recover the appearance fees, Zenea Media filed a lawsuit against Mayweather in 2018, accusing him of breach of contract, unjust enrichment, and fraud. In October 2023, a California lower court ruled in favor of Zenea Media, ordering Mayweather to pay a total of $2.3 million. This amount included $1.6 million in damages, $721,000 in prejudgment interest, $16,000 in attorney fees, and $285 in costs. Despite the ruling, Mayweather appealed the decision, continuing the legal battle.
Media, I don't do that anymore because I'm truly, truly blessed, way beyond belief. What's important to me right now is my real estate, my family. Different things I'm involved.
In a recent ruling on August 24, 2024, Eva McClintock, the clerk of the appellate court, upheld the lower court's decision regarding Mayweather's debt to Zenea Media. Despite the ruling, Mayweather has yet to pay the $2.3 million awarded to the company, which is accumulating interest at a rate of 10% per year. The court has authorized U.S. attorneys to enforce the judgment by targeting Mayweather's assets, including his 2015 Bugatti Veyron or his 2015 Ferrari LaFerrari Aperta, both of which are worth more than the owed amount. As of now, there are no reports that Mayweather has paid the debt, and Zenea Media may be prepared to take further action to collect what they are owed. This situation comes on top of other financial issues Mayweather is facing, including a recent
So, y'all gotta know the difference between a hack bag and a Birkin bag. So this is a men's carry-on bag when you're traveling. So a lot of times when people see a male carrying a bag like this, they be like, oh, that's a Birkin. You have to know the difference. Look it up. HAC, it's a hack bag.
Now I'm here to talk to the people about one of my jewelers. And it's not one of my new jewelers.
one of my low-key jewelers, Tony, at Pasha in Manhattan Beach, California. You guys need to come check him out. Now today, let me show you guys what I purchased from Tony. Tony, matter of fact, I don't need to tell him, you tell him.
We got a little rose gold sky dweller, chocolate dial, 40 karat pear shape, 1 carat each, tennis bracelet, only from the best of the champ.
What sets Floyd Mayweather Jr. apart is his lavish taste for jewelry, a hobby that has proven to be quite costly, even for someone with his fortune. While his net worth is often estimated at around $450 million, it's hard to pin down the exact figure. Mayweather is frequently spotted flaunting flashy accessories like chains, watches, and bracelets, and he regularly showcases his extravagant lifestyle on social media, sharing photos of his private jet travels and impressive car collection. This lifestyle has earned him the nickname Money. However, that nickname doesn't seem to reflect his behavior when it comes to paying his bills. According to jeweler Leonard Sulaimanoff, Mayweather's reputation for wealth doesn't match up with his financial dealings. In a lawsuit filed in a federal court in Miami, Sulaimanoff claims that Mayweather and one of his music star friends owe him around $4 million for unpaid jewelry.
Going back and forth on the internet with different people. But I'm in a better place in my life right now. You know, I couldn't actually be in a better place. So the old Floyd Mayweather, when I used to go back and forth with people.
The jeweler's lawsuit goes a step further, claiming that Mayweather and the music star violated the Racketeer-Influenced and Corrupt Organizations (RICO) Act. The lawsuit accuses both of fraud, civil conspiracy, breach of contract, unjust enrichment, and theft. As with his other debts, Mayweather has yet to clear this one either. Another aspect of Mayweather's public life that has drawn attention is his support for Israel in the Israel-Palestine conflict. This stance led to backlash, and last year, he was attacked by some for his views. Had it not been for the protection of his security team, the encounter could have ended much worse, and there could be even darker stories to tell about what happened that day.
On this giveaway, what I'm gonna do is give 2 tickets away to my next exhibition in Mexico. But what I need everybody to do is follow all the instructions down low.
Recently, Floyd Mayweather had a taste of physical confrontation at a shopping mall after drawing frustration from those around him with his behavior. The attack occurred amid growing fears that the undefeated former champion, often called Money, was being targeted because of his support for Israel. A mob surrounded Mayweather and his entourage while he was shopping in the upscale Hatton Garden area, known for its luxury jewelry stores. The incident highlighted the tension surrounding his public stance on sensitive political issues, as well as the growing backlash from some of his critics.
I'm bringing people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on the regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
Mayweather, dressed in a green jacket, appeared visibly angry as he and his security team were followed through the Capitol. The 47-year-old boxer was confronted by a mob while shopping, and his bodyguards quickly escorted him out of a high-end jewelry store and into a waiting black 4x4. A source close to Mayweather emphasized that at no point during the chaotic scene was the fighter physically attacked. They added that the crowd hurled racial slurs at him. In response, Mayweather posted on Instagram, clarifying that he wasn't punched or touched, and explained, "What you're seeing is just my security doing their job to keep things under control."
Boxing legend Floyd Mayweather was jumped in the street as he went jewellery shopping in central London after doubling down on his support for Israel in a furious conflict about the war in Gaza. The ex-champion, who's 47, was strolling around the floor at Hatton Garden this afternoon at around 4:30 when he's said to have got into a dramatic confrontation with a number of jewellery dealers, including some who accused him of supporting genocide. What we do know is that the incident spiralled out into the
Mayweather addressed the situation, saying, "I was in the UK for a quick 48-hour stop to do some shopping. I'm perfectly fine, and there's nothing more to it." However, a witness, who asked to remain anonymous, filmed the incident as it escalated from the store into the street. The witness told reporters that around 8 to 10 people were directly involved in confronting Mayweather, with about 20 to 25 others watching. At that moment, Mayweather's security team was outnumbered, making the situation even more tense.
What? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
Yeah, I think fine. Yeah.
And I'm pointing like this because all in New York City right now, we're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on.
According to reports, Mayweather was shopping when someone confronted him and asked why he supported Israel. Mayweather reportedly doubled down on his stance, proudly stating that he supported the Jewish people. This sparked a reaction, and soon after, someone took a swing at him. It seemed like a targeted attack, as Mayweather was quickly escorted out of the store. However, by that point, multiple people were trying to hit him and pushing against his security team, further escalating the situation.
About a 15,000 square foot house. It's a mansion. It's beautiful, and you know he has nice stuff in there. It's like,
you know what's something that kind of gets me about this one?
What's that?
Like sources close to Floyd have told us that he has a state-of-the-art, alarm system. You would figure that with a $25 million house that's up there in Beverly Hills, you would.
Yeah.
Now, does that make you think that maybe, just maybe?
Are you about to say inside job?
I mean, come on now.
I knew you were.
I mean, yeah. Like if the
it's one
alarm
of them
system,
TNT guys just not getting paid enough.
The eyewitness continued, describing how Floyd took a few hits during the chaos, but his security team was doing their best to push people back. The witness didn't see Floyd throwing any punches in return. His bodyguards were focused on getting him to safety. They managed to get him into a car, tapped the roof twice, and then quickly sped off, clearly desperate to get him out of the situation. The whole incident lasted no more than 2 minutes. There is concern that Mayweather was targeted by pro-Gaza supporters because of his strong backing of Israel. The attack came just days after he launched the Mayweather Israel Initiative, which he claims will provide a free birthday present to every orphan in Israel. Mayweather has also made several visits to the Middle East and, in October, referred to Israel as his home away from home.
One of the jewelers in the market shouted he supports genocide. People were pushing and trying to get to Mayweather and slap his head. His security guards then ran Mayweather out to the bottom of Hatton Garden and bundled him into the back of a Rolls-Royce 4x4.
In one of the videos, a man can be heard saying, "You're not going to believe this, man. Money Mayweather just got punched up, bro." Mayweather appeared to be followed by a group of men as he and his security team walked toward a black car. Tensions were clearly escalating, and as they reached the car, the ex-boxing champion quickly got in, and they drove off, trying to escape the situation amid the chaos. In another video, Mayweather was seen browsing in a store that displayed expensive watches and jewelry. A witness mentioned that Mayweather was window shopping with his entourage, wearing a bright green Louis Vuitton jacket, clearly wanting to be noticed. The store, which had a predominantly Asian clientele, became the scene of heated comments when one person shouted, "He supports genocide." That remark seemed to trigger others, and soon, more jewelers got involved in the confrontation.
Talk to the people about one of my jewelers. And it's not one of my new jewelers, one of my low-key jewelers, Tony, at Pasha in Manhattan Beach, California. You guys need to come check him out. Now today, let me show you guys what I purchased from Tony. Tony, matter of fact, I don't need to tell him, you tell him.
We got a little rose gold sky dweller, chocolate dial, 40 karat pear shape, 1 carat each, tennis bracelet, only from the best of the champ.
The witness continued, describing how the situation escalated. There was a massive argument going on, people were pushing, trying to get at him, and slapping his head. All these macho men were trying to fight him. They ran him out, and his security was pushing him, trying to get him away. They were getting punched. He got rushed away in his Rolls-Royce, and there were drinks thrown at him as he drove off. He didn't say much when he was being accused of genocide. He was like, "Let's get the hell out of here." The witness added that about 20 to 30 people were involved, with 10 to 15 of them actively trying to rush him. Mayweather, known for being one of the first major Western stars to visit Israel after the attacks by Hamas last year, which killed 1,200 Israeli civilians, has faced increasing backlash for his stance. After the attacks, during the launch of his new vape brand in Las Vegas, he was confronted by a pro-Palestinian activist at a press conference. Reports say his security team confiscated a Palestinian flag from an audience member, which sparked loud chants of "Free Palestine."
Yeah, nothing to him. But still, gotta be a little concerned if your home is broken into. Now, he's obviously not the first guy that's had his home broken into this year. It's been an epidemic. Jason Derulo, Yasiel Puig, a couple of different times. Mariah Carey, Demi Lovato, Drake, and Nicki Minaj have all gotten a hit. But Floyd kind of just got here. You gotta wonder what he's thinking of the LA scene.
Yeah, he's like, I'm getting back to Vegas. It's crazy because these trips are very high profile. He's out in China and he's posting pictures on his Instagram and everybody knows he's there. there, and the house is wide open.
The situation surrounding Floyd Mayweather and the death threats he's reportedly received is a complex one. Given Mayweather's high-profile lifestyle and controversial public statements, especially regarding his support for Israel, it's understandable that there could be tensions leading to threats. While it's possible that some of these threats are exaggerated or even fabricated for publicity purposes, something Mayweather has been accused of in the past, it's also possible that the threats are real, especially considering his past financial troubles and the volatile nature of his public persona. If these threats are genuine, the worst thing that could happen would be harm to Mayweather or his family, especially considering the dangers posed by people who are passionate or radical about certain causes. His security team and personal precautions may protect him, but no one can ever fully predict how a dangerous situation might unfold, especially when a large number of people are involved. Ultimately, it's hard to say for sure whether these threats are real or if Mayweather is using them as a way to draw attention. However, the potential risk to his safety and his family's well-being cannot be dismissed lightly. Regardless of the source. As always, it's important to stay updated and informed. For the latest news, events, and moments in the world of boxing, be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and stay tuned for more updates.